space, no one can hear you fart. Hello, my friends, it's me, Professor Hans von Puppet, coming to you from the depths of outer space. Oh, not really. Spoiler alert, it's special effects. I was just heading home from the YouTube Space LA, and it occurred to me it was Friday night. They have a lovely happy hour there, you know. And this film, Gravity, has come out today, and I didn't want to wait too long to see it. And due to the miracle of technology, I can buy tickets on my phone to the ArcLight Cinema, which is very lovely, and I can even choose the seats, and there was one right in the middle of the big theater, so I thought, what the hell, let's go see Gravity. And it was amazing. And it's some amazing special effects. In fact, it's kind of one big, long special effect, you know. Usually when you see special effects in a movie, you can kind of figure out what's going on, you know. Like, okay, that's the real guy. The green screen is there. That part's animated. This is a puppet. You know, it's just... But this is like... It's from beginning to end. We're in outer space, my friends. Floating around. The camera never cuts. We're just floating around there. Seeing all kinds of amazing sights that you can only imagine. Everything's weightless and jiggling around in zero G. And then you see the actors in there acting up a storm, you know? Yeah, it's totally weightless. I just don't know how they did it. They just animated the whole thing and then like rendered in some people, which is fine. I mean, you watch this, you think, what's animated? What's real? Well, who cares, really? It's an intense thrill ride all the way through. I was on the edge of my seat and my lunch was on the edge of its seat, if you know what I mean, swirling around in space there where the spaceship crashes like you've seen in the trailer, and it was just super intense. No spoilers though. I'm not going to tell you anything you have not already seen in the trailer. There are these long uninterrupted shots in space of everything happening. The whole first 15 minutes of the film, you know, when everything's okay, and then a bunch of stuff happens and everything goes wrong and everything horrible, scary is happening, and the camera never cuts. It just feels so real, so much like you're there. I tell you something, it was really, really intense. This film was directed by one of my favorite directors, Alphonso Cuoron, who also did, among other things, Children of Men, Y Tu Mama Tambien, and one I really, really love, A Little Princess, which is a remake of a Shirley Temple film, and it's just beautiful. There are a couple of these great shots in Children of Men too, where the camera never cuts and it goes up and down stairs and there's a big battle and all kinds of crazy stuff happens. But in this, they have really outdone themselves. I gotta tell you folks, space is awesome, don't you think? Whoa, comet. Whew. The thing about these spaceships and stuff, they all are super high tech, I suppose, but they all look super low tech. Everything's sort of gritty and got nuts and bolts on it and everything. I tell you something, the iPhone I used to buy my ticket for the show has more computer power than the first space shuttle did. By a wide margin, my friends, I'm telling you. All the spaceships you see in this film seem just super, super real. And all the systems and the computer screens and the buttons and how complicated everything is, it just seemed like so realistic, like they really did their homework. And the characters are interesting too. You got George Clooney, who's a sort of swaggering, you know, handsome astronaut who's kind of got it all together and keeps a level head even when the horrible worst things are happening. And then Sandy Bullock, she's just lovely as this scientist who sort of shut down from the world because of a personal tragedy in her life, you know. It's really her story, her character arc. Besides trying to save herself from this, you know, almost certain death in space, she also has to kind of free herself from the cocoon, the prison of her own emotions, if you will. But anyway, like I said, no spoilers. The film feels so realistic, and really every incredible thing that Sandra Bullock does is such a struggle that it seems plausible. There's just one place I would quibble with the physics of the situation, where something happens that's very dramatic to advance the plot and raise the stakes, as they say, and it just doesn't make any sense with the way we've seen things behave in space so far. But I'm not going to tell you too much about that. I don't want to let that bother you. Just go see this film. It is amazing. I'm telling you, you've probably already seen it by now. It is poised to be a huge box office smash. The theater I saw it in was completely packed. I saw it in 2D, but you know what? I'm going to go back and see it in 3D. Maybe IMAX. This is IMAX, you know. Who am I kidding? This is cheesy. Go to bed. I almost forgot, Cuoron also directed arguably the very best of the Harry Potter films, The Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, subscribe, you know what to do. I gotta hold your hand, come on.